Hello everybody, I'm Chris Provost, and today we're going to do a full tour of Tokyo Disneyland. Now today's video is brought to you by our Patreons Leslie and Scott Siegel. This is the entrance into Tokyo Disneyland, and you walk right through this little archway to take you onto Main Street. Now the first thing you're going to notice when you first come into Main Street is that it's covered. The Main Street is covered. And instead of just being a straight street, there's cross streets as well. So it makes like a plus sign. We're gonna walk right down Main Street and take a look at that beautiful castle and walk around and see everything there is to see. It is really, really fun and an enjoyable experience. I was shocked the first time I saw the roof, but it makes it nice for when it rains. Everybody just kind of congregates here at Main Street. Now, like I said, the Main Street actually branches off to the left. That takes you to like the Frontierland area, and then branches off to the right, which takes you to like Tomorrowland. But we're gonna keep going straight because we want to get a beautiful view of that amazing castle. Also, while you're on Main Street, there's lots of good smells. It smells like vanilla a lot. I don't know if it's because of treats or whatever. It smells really good. Just exit out of Main Street and you see this beautiful castle. You got the partner statue of Walt and Mickey right there at the end. Now you can't walk straight, it's a little bit different, so I'll show you that as we get to it. You can turn right, which takes you into Tomorrowland, and then left takes you into, there's a little teeny tiny New Orleans Square in Frontierland. So let's take a look straight. The castle is gorgeous and beautiful. It's very similar to the one in Florida. And you'll notice that there's a railing right here. You can't walk around it. It's kind of like a big circle. I'm gonna show you this. There's a big circle that goes this way and then goes this way. And the parade comes right along there. All right, I'm gonna go to the right into like Tomorrowland area. This is like the Sweetheart Cafe, very fun. You use tongs to pick up different type of breads. They have melon bread with custard and like little sandwiches of brownies. And you get individual tongs and use those tongs to grab your treat. Of course, there's a popcorn cart. Disneyland just opened and people are already lining up for popcorn because it's so popular here. This is caramel popcorn. We're gonna walk right this way and kind of go to the right. Now here in Tokyo Disneyland, they don't have Genie Plus, no Genie Plus. They have I don't even know, it kind of reminds me of how Disneyland Paris used to be. But what it is when you get in, by the way, there's no annual passes here at Tokyo Disneyland either. What you do is when you buy your ticket and you come in, you use the app. You scan your ticket on the app, and then if you want, you can buy a special pass. This pass will allow you you pay for it. It lets you skip the ride. Think of the individual lightning lanes, the at Disneyland, how you pay to go on rides. They have that here for 3 attractions. You got the Beauty and the Beast, you've got Space Mountain, and a few other attractions. But most attractions, there is no skipping the lines. They have these right here. These are like vending machines. This is where you get your water, Coke, different types of maybe like a tea or something like that. And they're very popular. We're gonna turn right over here. You got the Toy Story Station. It's kind of like a toy shop. And we're gonna walk right over here and then turn to the left. Now, remember how I told you Main Street kind of made a cross? If you would have turned right on Main Street, it brings you right out of that spot right there. But we walked all the way down the end of Main Street. This is the Monsters Inc. Ride and Go Seek ride. Very fun. It's Disneyland Tokyo exclusive. You can only do that here at Disneyland Tokyo. Now you can turn this way, you're gonna see Star Tours. Something very interesting I've noticed about Star Tours, I've never seen them wait more than 10 minutes, ever. Even at the most crowded times, it's never been more than 10 minutes. I don't know if it's just maybe not a big hitter here, or people, I don't know, but yeah, it's really interesting. And if you go to the left, you can see what's called Cosmic Counter. They have like a little gift shops right over there. And then back to the right, you're gonna see Star Tours. Let's go see how long the wait is. It reminds me of canoes where they have the cast members trying to coax people to go on it. So, Star Tours, it's a 5-minute wait. There it is. It's actually a very fun ride though. One of my favorites. Now I'm gonna turn here and we're gonna turn, and that takes us to Space Mountain, guys. We're gonna walk right into Space Mountain. Space Mountain is a little bit different. Think of it as if they took Disneyland, the smoothness of Disneyland, but the twisty turns of Florida. That's what the Tokyo Disneyland Space Mountain is like. It's very smooth and it doesn't just keep going in circles like Disneyland. It's got a little bit of twists and turns like Florida. Very quiet though. Not a lot of music, no music actually, and very few small sound effects. It's very quiet. So, but very, very, very smooth. There's the Tokyo Disneyland Space Mountain building. And then right below that, you see right there, those are vending machines. Those are giant vending machines. So very interesting. Now, this is the only park I've ever heard this. Every once in a while in Tomorrowland, you'll hear the old Tron music from the 1980s Tron. That down, 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 down. I don't know how to do it, but that Tron music will be playing here in Tomorrowland sometimes. And every time I hear it, I get goosebumps. I love it. The old synthesizer. I don't know how to do it. Tomorrowland is very much like Tomorrowland in Florida. It's more wide open. You can hang a left there and go to Stitch Encounter. And then this is like a treasure planet, like a little souvenir shop here. And then we're gonna keep walking straight though. This is a line here for Space Mountain. And they have lots of sponsors here. And Coca-Cola sponsors Space Mountain here. Look at their amazing outfits. They look so good. I think the Disneyland, Tokyo Disney cast member outfits are amazing. Oh, look at this, it looks so good. That's the Space Mountain, thank you. Arigato. That is the Space Mountain cast member outfit. They look amazing. Now we're gonna continue on over here. Okay, so straight up ahead is the Baymax attraction. This is a super popular attraction here at Tokyo Disneyland. And again, it's really has a huge impact here at Tokyo Disneyland. Think of it like Tomato's tractor pull, right? And in Cars Land, it's a simple ride. Your Baymax is driving along, your little car behind, but they play different songs. And when they do this, it's like a dance party. There's different choreography per song, and people go all out. And they memorize these choreography, and they all do it depending on what song you get. You do that choreography. This is another attraction that you can purchase to skip the line if you want to. I mean, the line goes all the way around. This is such a popular attraction. But we are going to turn right and walk this way. Something that you will notice when you're here is there's not a lot of garbage cans. You know, at Disneyland, like it was at every 30 steps, there's a garbage can. Not here in Tokyo Disneyland. And I think that's more just Japanese culture. There's not a lot of garbage cans, but the park is incredibly clean. One of the cleanest parks I've ever been to. And people just pack out their own garbage. You'll see a garbage can every once in a while, but it's a rarity. People just take their own garbage out. This is the Fantasyland Forest Theater little area here. They have little shows. But this, behind these trees, I need to show you this. This is the Beauty and Beast attraction. It's called the Enchanted Tale of Beauty and Beast. That castle is probably taller than the Disneyland castle. It's amazing. It's one of the best attractions I've ever been on. This is also an attraction where you can purchase and skip the line if you want to. And if you ever have an opportunity to come to Tokyo Disneyland, I recommend, this is the #1 attraction. So good. You have to do it. Thank you, welcome. It's so good. So I would recommend, if you're gonna skip the line for paid attraction, let it be the Beauty and Beast. It's absolutely magical. You can see this is the line for the Beauty and Beast. And it's like 9:30. The park is opened up like a half hour ago, and the line is already really long. It's a little gift shop. We're gonna continue on. These people here, this is all people waiting in line for the Beauty and Beast. I mean, it is, look at this line. Look at the line, it goes all the way down here. It is absolutely spectacular. Look at that line. Anyways, this little area here, you've got like a tavern, Gaston's Tavern. And then you've got LeFou's, I think Brew is right over here as well. Plus you get to see Gaston. Roughly the size of a barge. That's Gaston. Now you might be wondering, well, who gave this statue to the town? Well, a tribute to Gaston from me, Gaston. There's the Beauty and the Beast attraction. See this line? It's going all the way out, down, all the way out. That's that line, continues. But it's worth it, one of the best. Now we're gonna be walking here, gonna be starting to enter into Fantasyland. But before we do that, we get into Toontown. Let's check out Toontown. You see these little shops, these little stands. They sell lots of different treats and things. One of the things they do not sell though is water. Water. And that was very confusing to me at first. I was wanting to go buy a bottle of water. You don't do that. You bring your bottles in, and then at every restaurant you go to, they have an area where you can just fill up your water, and you just fill up your water. They don't sell bottled water really, and so, except at the vending machines. And so when you're here, you just take a bottle of water with you. Every time you go to a restaurant, they have a little area that you can fill up your bottle of water. This is Toontown. We're gonna walk back to Toontown. Look at how bright it is. And you can see that Goofy's kind of painted the ground. It's very reminiscent of Toontown, of how Disneyland was before they had Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway. There's little messages that are painted on the ground. I don't know what they say. They're from Goofy. Now, right over here, you can see this is Goofy's Paint and Playhouse. It's like Goofy's Playhouse at Disneyland, but it's like almost like a giant video game where you get to go in and you get to paint, shoot a gun and paint all. You can see that in our video, last video we did at Tokyo Disneyland. Miles and Man did that. Super, super fun. If you turn around and we walk down this way, whoa, a little bit of wind, but that feels good because it is hot today, guys. It's hot and humid here. Not quite as bad as Florida, but very hot and humid. The wind feels good. Something's going on right there. This is a Roger Rabbit cartoon spin. And it's exactly as it was when Disneyland opened theirs. They've not edited Jessica in any way, shape, or form. She's still in her dress rather than a trench coat. And they have the Roger Rabbit fountain. Do you remember the old 5 and Dime in Toontown? Well, they have one here. I'm inside the 5 and Dime. You see the white gloves coming down here. And they're empty, and then they end up leaving with something. And if you look very carefully, you can see those white gloves in the grate right there, behind that grate. There it goes. Here we are, just exiting out. I'm gonna walk over here. You see this nice little golf course. You got Donald's clubs right there. They're all banged up. It's underwear for the flag. And look at the number 2 hole. That's right. You got holes in the flag, and in the post, you got a golf ball stuck. And this is hole 00. Whoa, 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 whoa. There it is. Hole 00. Why not? Goofy's Club with the Goofy hat. As you walk out, you kind of look at the road, you see that the paintings, the lines are squiggly like that. As it would be in Toontown. And I like this, they have like a little parking meter, but it's actually a jack slot, it was a jack slot machine. You can see it's 9 in the morning and people are already lining up for the 2 o'clock parade. The parades here are very popular. Whoa. Let's continue on. All right, so we could go back straight, that kind of takes us back towards the castle, but we're gonna turn right and go this way. And this attraction here is, I think, the number 2 attraction. This is the Winnie the Pooh Honey Hunt. They do not allow you to film it while you're on it, so I can't show it to you. But it is one of the cutest attractions I've ever been on. When I took Amanda on it, she's like, oh, Winnie the Pooh, whatever. It's not like Florida, it's not like Disneyland. It's so good that when you get off the ride, you just can't help but be in love with that little bear, Winnie the Pooh. It's so fun, such a great attraction. You see the big book right there, you go right through the book and enter in and go into the Winnie the Pooh story. And we're gonna keep walking here into Fantasyland, and this is gonna be where they have It's a Small World, and it's Food Corner, Toys and Gifts. And then they have some like little attractions. You can see they have the Pinocchio statue. Let's go look at it. There's the Pinocchio statue, there's Pinocchio, he's going off to school. He's got an apple with Jiminy Cricket. And his book. I know, the one attraction you want to do more than anything else, Winnie the Pooh. I mean, Pinocchio. Pinocchio. Pleasure Island. Tobacco roll. There's a blue fairy. There's a salt box. I don't know what that's for, but there is one. I find this culturally interesting. In America, Pinocchio, not a big deal. Here in Japan, not a big deal. But boy, howdy, in Disneyland Paris, this is one of the most popular attractions. And it's the same. It's just like the attraction they have at in here or in America. People in Paris love this attraction. Excuse me, that was the cart, that was not me. And they love this attraction, but here it's not such a big hitter. Hey guys, I have to backtrack for just a second. Don't worry, we're gonna continue on where we picked off. But remember I talked about the water situation? Well, Amanda and Miles are riding some rides and they're like, hey, we're by Space Mountain and we need water. And I got all the waters in the backpack. So let me go back and find my wife, my beautiful wife, my amazing son, and let me give them some waters and we'll continue on the tour. Thanks for being patient. It's hot and humid, guys. I'm sitting here right across from Star Tours. Still a 5-minute wait. I'm waiting for Amanda and Miles. They rode Space Mountain, now they're coming over here. Miles wants to do Star Tours. I gotta get some water. I see him. There she is, looking around. She doesn't know. There. There she is. Hot. And then gonna go do Star Tours. Gotta get some, there's a little guy. Gotta get some water because it's so hot.
What was that?
Gotta get some water, it's so hot.
It is hot out here. It is hot, but bearable. It's not unbearably hot. It's just, it's warm. Get some water, do Star Tours. How's it going? You guys doing good? How are you guys doing? Are you good? How you feeling? You hot? Cold? Good? Healthy? Feel sad? Feeling happy? Let us know.
All right, I'm gonna go do Star Tours with them, and then we're gonna continue on to the full tour of Tokyo Disneyland. What? I did want to show this. I think this is awesome. They have these little places where you can come wash your hands, just out in the random. Okay guys, like I said, no line for Star Tours. I don't know what it is here. Now, if you're from Japan, you know some Japanese culture, maybe you can tell me why Star Tours isn't as popular. Is it Star Wars not as popular in Japan, or just let me know. Just curious. You guys, look at it. We're waiting here in line and we just noticed, Miles is the one that noticed it. It's the hitchhiking ghosts, but they're robots. Droids. There's a Haunted Mansion represent. They also have those little maintenance droids. All right, I'm gonna continue back on. We're gonna go through the castle, the Fantasyland, but look guys, Minnie and Mickey are right up there. Oh, there they are waving at everybody, how fun. All right, let's continue on with the tour. Let's start back in Fantasyland. Let's go through the castle, back into Fantasyland. All right, so Amanda and Miles are off to go ride some more attractions. I'm gonna go continue on with the full tour. Since we went and did Star Tours, we walked around and grabbed a little treat. It started to rain. You'll notice the sky's a little overcast. It's a little light rain. It feels good though. It was getting really hot and humid. And this rain coming down, very light rain, not too bad. It makes it feel really nice, so I love that. That's why a lot of people right now are on Main Street because they don't want to have any raindrops, land on them. Raindrops keep falling on my head. But that doesn't mean you'll see my eyes are turning red. Crying something. I hear somebody. There he is! Here she comes, Miss America. Whoa, the wind's really kicking in now. It's starting to rain a little bit harder, guys. Let's just look at how amazing that castle is. Let's take a moment to appreciate how beautiful the castles are. They're a little symbol of hope and joy in the world. This one's very similar to the one they have in Disneyland, Florida. It was the third castle ever built. First one was in Disneyland, of course. Second one was in Florida. And then in 1983, this one was built here. Almost an exact replica of the one they have in Florida. So you get to walk inside, look up, and see these amazing murals on the side over here with all the different, there's Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella. Look at the amazing fairy godmother transforming Cinderella. There she is running away. And there they are, not too happy because Cinderella is trying on the shoe and it fits. And they're happily ever after. There's Amanda and Miles. This is the entrance to Fantasyland. Right over there, you got Kingdom Treasures, a gift shop. Right ahead, we've got the carousel. And right back there, that's where we were at earlier. It's a Small World. Right over here, we have Mickey's PhilharMagic. Teacups right there. And behind that, we've got It's a Small World. We've got the covered teacups over here. And here, they don't have it, like, they don't have it not govern them down. You can spin these ones as fast as you want. Not like Disneyland. These ones can go fast, 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 fast. One of my favorite little details is when the clock strikes, you see this little time turner there? It turns upside down and the sand pours out. I love that it does that. Now, this has one of the most unique aspects of Disneyland, Tokyo Disneyland, is we are in Fantasyland. And what attraction is right over there? The Haunted Mansion. The Haunted Mansion is located in Fantasyland here at Tokyo Disneyland. Now, Disneyland Paris is located in Frontierland. It's in Frontierland in Florida. It's in New Orleans Square in Disneyland. But here it's in Fantasyland, and they do have a Frontierland and even a little New Orleans Square. So why is this here in Fantasyland? Well, it has a lot to do with culture. In Japanese culture, a lot of Japanese people really don't believe in an afterlife. They believe that you live this life the best that you can. And ghost stories are something you tell little children to kind of scare them and spook them. They're fairy tales, hence fantasy. So that's why the Haunted Mansion is located here in Fantasyland. I think that's really cool. And it's a very close replica to the one that's located in Florida. But you see those windows are open. Yeah. We also have Peter Pan's flight right over there. This Fantasyland is reminiscent of how it looks in Florida, not like Disneyland at all. And the reason for that is when Tokyo Disneyland was being built, Fantasyland in Disneyland was closed down for a massive rehaul and refurbishment. And so they were basing everything, the plans off of, the only ones they had was Florida's Fantasyland. So everything's based here to look like Florida's Fantasyland. Now we can keep going straight, that takes us into Frontierland, or we can turn to the right and we can see Critter Country. Let's go into Critter Country. Critter Country is the home to two attractions. They got Splash Mountain and the canoes. So let's go check it out. All right, this is Grandma Sarah's Kitchen. It's a very popular restaurant here. But right over there, that is Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain is really fun here. All animatronics are working, the music's great. The splash is not too intense. It comes down, you don't get your feet wet. You know, like when Disneyland, sometimes your shoes get wet, your pants get wet. Well, here, you just kind of get that spray right in your face. Your shoes do not get really wet. Very, very fun attraction. And it's going in reverse. That right there, when they're coming out, that they just barely got on the ride and they're going in. Whereas in Disneyland, it was the other way around. And here they get ready to come down the hill. So fun. Now, if you walk past Splash Mountain, you can go through this cave. They'll take you to canoes and also a little snack area. And it's raining, and they don't close the canoes down here in rain at all. You can watch the video when it's here on the 40th anniversary. I got to have this amazing opportunity and experience with the Disneyland canoe cast members. It's one of my favorite memories, and it was awesome. By the way, if you are interested, let's say you're interested in watching more rides, because this is just more of a walk through a full tour. We do have other videos. You could make sure you subscribe and follow along on Provost Park Pass, because we do have other videos where we show lots of the attractions. Here we go, Beaver Brothers Explore Canoes. I'm just gonna walk down and show it to you. Canoes! I know, I'm thinking about doing that joke, but I'm not gonna do it. Can you believe it? I'm just gonna walk right down here. You guys can hear all the sounds, the ambient sounds here at Tokyo Disneyland. This rain's coming down a little bit harder now. We're gonna turn this way, and this takes us to canoes. Right above us, this is the Disneyland Railroad. It goes right above us. But we're gonna keep walking along, and we're gonna see the canoes. There's the Disneyland Railroad. Hey! The rain is really starting to pick up right now, so yeah. Oof. There's the canoes, guys. The cast members here, the canoe cast members are so awesome. You get on the canoes. They'll still run it even in rain. They don't do that at Disneyland. Something interesting, Disneyland Paris had canoes for one season. Oh, by the way, This is the way we came in, but there's a little juice bar for you this way, so let's go that way. The Disneyland Paris had canoes for one season, and they took them out because a lot of times they just said that people they wouldn't paddle, they just sit there. And so then you just have the cast members doing all the work, so they ended up taking it out. I think they should bring it back, because I think people now are ready to do it. Because I think they just didn't understand, if their park first opened, they're like, wait, this isn't on a motor, on a track, whatever. But now it's pretty cool. Oh, look at a little spot. You come in here like a little photo opportunity, look right into like a little grotto. This is a cast member and door, and there's a little door right down there for a dormouse. This here is the Rackety's Raccoon Saloon, and yesterday I was here, it's jam-packed. When it's hot, people are buying all kinds of drinks and things, but right now it's raining, so they seem to be kind of closed. But yeah, so cool. Whoa, whoa. There we go. It's starting to rain really, really, really hard. So I thought I'd just take a quick little break here, a little moment to let the rain pass. I just want to talk to you. I just want you to know that sometimes in life, it rains. We have sunshine days, and we have rainy days, and we have good days, we have bad days. And if you're happening to be going through a little bit of a rainy patch right now, well, a little more difficult, I just want you to know it's going to get better. And sometimes we get confused and we just think it's always going to be like this. It's always going to be this torrential rainstorm in our life. It's not. It's going to get better. And you are amazing. And I think that you are wonderful. And I am talking to you. I think you are great. You really are. In fact, you're better than rain. You're sunshine. This is a nice little cozy area. A little bench right here. And just kind of sitting here, it's like waiting for the rain to stop. All right, let's continue on with this amazing full walking tour of Tokyo Disneyland. It's still raining, but it's not so bad. I mean, I think we can keep doing this. Now, Splash Mountain is one of the other few attractions that you can buy a ticket just to skip, pay to skip the line if you want to. I want to talk about something I think is very interesting. Most of the attractions here, you cannot do that. You can't. There's no Genie Plus, and in most attractions, you can't skip the lines. What I've noticed is the lines seem to move much faster here. Like when it says like 25 minutes, it's really 20 minutes or less. And the lines are always just moving forward, and you don't get that long pause. You know how like in Disneyland, if you don't have Genie Plus, you're walking along, the ride, and you sit there, you stand still for like 10 minutes, then you move forward, and you stand still, and then you move forward. So you're always constantly moving here at Tokyo Disneyland, which I think that's an interesting commentary on Genie Plus and what it does to lines. Okay, there's Fantasyland right over there, and we are going to turn this way and go right into Frontierland. That's always a thrill for me when somebody comes up and says, hey, I watch your videos, particularly here. I mean, it's always a thrill. Even if I'm Disneyland, sometimes people are like, oh, I don't want to come and talk to you, I thought you're busy. I love it. But when I'm here in Japan, I don't think anybody would notice that. And all of a sudden somebody's like, oh my gosh, I love your videos. Oh, I love that. I love it. There are Disney fans all around the world, guys, all around the world. All right, so here we are in Frontierland. It's a pretty nice little area. We got the Rivers of America right down here. This is where we catch the boat to go on the Mark Twain and go on Tom Sawyer rafts if you wanted to do that. But we're gonna go this way, right over here, into Frontierland. I'm gonna kind of go down, then flip a U, and then kind of come back and go this way to show. Look, the first thing you probably will notice is how wide the streets are. Super wide, okay? Right here, we got the Country Bear Jamboree. Over here, we've got some shops and some bathrooms right over there. But again, you'll notice the street is wide open. Lots of room. If we were to walk that way, that takes us right to the top of the hub there. You can see the castle kind of peeking. Oh, we got a little raindrop there. The castle kind of peeking right there. And yeah. Another interesting thing I've seen here at Tokyo Disneyland, a lot of benches. There are a lot of benches all around. And yeah, just lots of them. I mean, like literally benches. Then like over here, benches, lots of benches. Oh, look, there's a little family of benches. There's a mommy bench, and a daddy bench, and a mommy bench, and there's a son of a bench. There you go. I'm gonna go this way to the left. I wanna show you this. This is an exact replica that they have at Disneyland. It's Snow White's wishing well. It's the grotto. They have that right here as well, just like they do in Disneyland. Same company made the statues. And if you'll notice, the dwarfs and Snow White are all the same size, but they've done forced perspective to make Snow White look taller. Here's the Snow White wishing well. Look right down there. And then we are now gonna go back this way. I do want to just say thank you so much for spending your time with me. I know that you could choose to do other activities. The fact that you're here with me and my family means the world to me. And I hope that we are showing you and doing a good job of kind of showing you the different parks around the world. Our next video that we have coming up is gonna be Amanda. She's gonna show you all the different type of popcorn that they have here at Tokyo Disneyland, because they have amazing popcorn flavors, and my wife loves popcorn, so the next video will be all about the popcorn. So, all right, let's continue on. This is the Pecos Bill Cafe. This is the trading post, and that's right where we came from. It was right down there. We can go this way, and it takes us into Adventureland. So that takes us into Adventureland, but I'm gonna turn around. I am gonna go down this way, and then we'll kind of come back. It's starting to rain a little bit harder, so I'm gonna go get on the old planked sidewalk here in Frontierland. The roof to cover me from the rain. If we keep walking, we're gonna hit Big Thunder Mountain Railroad right there. And it's very fun. There's the train, and the train station's right past there. So it's starting to rain pretty hard, but I wanted to come inside the Frontierland store and kind of show you. Look at this, this is awesome. There's one I saw of them on the canoes. If I could find that one, I would buy that in a heartbeat. These are fun shirts, best friends. You'll notice that Mickey, Goofy, and Donald are all in white, but then this one here, the inversion. That's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Yeah, I saw a shirt. It showed Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Pluto, and they were riding the canoes. It said Tokyo Disney. And I was like, that's the shirt for me, but I haven't seen it since. Somebody's wearing it. Right outside the entrance to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, they have a Hungry Bear restaurant right over here. And this is the exit to the Country Bear Jamboree. Country Bear Jamboree is the original. They have every song that like Disneyland used to have. They have a Country Bear Jamboree in Florida, but they've shortened it. It's not all the songs. Here in Tokyo Disney, it is every single song. And it's really unique. Here's the Hungry Bear restaurant. As you leave the Hungry Bear restaurant area, it says, thanks for letting us spice up your day. We're gonna go right out here and hang a left. That's gonna take us to where Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is. There's Big Thunder. And then if you go in there, you have a shooting gallery. Miles and Amanda stayed here one night and rode it at nighttime like nobody's on it. They rode it over and over and just loved it at night. There's the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and right over here is the Westernland Shooting Gallery. This is very unique to me. There's always a line to do the shooting the guns. There's always like a line here to do this, so it takes a while, and I think it's really cool. They really enjoy it here. I think it's really neat and cool. You see the lines there waiting to get in to shoot the guns. You guys, today's video is sponsored by Scott and his beautiful wife Leslie Siegel, and their message is this. Scott wanted to send a special message out. Scott wanted to say, I want to let Leslie know how grateful I am, and also let our children know how grateful I am, what a wonderful family that we have, and that we love them very much, and we are very proud of them. We grew up in Disneyland, we went to Disneyland a lot, and they've grown up there, and we just love Disney. And Scott said that he still has some growing up to do. I actually met Scott a while ago, and he's a fantastic man, and I enjoy spending time with him. He's amazing. And then this next part of the message Scott wanted me to include. Scott, I'm a little bit embarrassed. Scott said he wanted to say, thank you, Chris and Amanda, for creating such a positive Disney community and experience for people. And he looks forward to many more years of wonderful videos. Scott and Leslie, you guys are so kind, and your family is wonderful. So thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Let's continue on at the tour. This is the outside of Big Thunder Mountain Road, but we can turn and go this way to the right, and that's exactly what we're gonna do, is keep walking this way. Right there is called the Rivers of America. You get on the Mark Twain, and then across the way, you'll see right over there, the theming continues the Big Thunder Mountain Road, but that's Tom Sawyer Island, and it's called Tom Sawyer Island here. There it is, see, Tom Sawyer Island. It's not Pirate's Lair, it's Tom Sawyer Island. And then look over here, you see this giant, was a redwood? And it was like a little mouse, a squirrel, a woodchuck, Camp Woodchuck. Now we just walked in here. This area is called Camp Woodchuck, and they have the Camp Woodchuck kitchen. Welcome to Camp Woodchuck. It's like a gift shop, and they also have an area where you come and meet and greet some Disney characters. It's all Camp Woodchuck. It's unique. You see right down there? Camp Woodchuck. It's unique here to Disneyland, Tokyo Disneyland. Right now here at Camp Woodchuck and the greeting trail, you can meet Donald and Daisy in their Camp Woodchuck outfits. There goes the Mark Twain. I'm gonna wave at people. Love it. Look how beautiful they have the garland there and the bunting. So good. And that is Tom Sawyer Island right there. And this is a little map of Camp Woodchuck. This is where you come in right here, the entrance. And you've got this is the eating area. This little fire pit area is right there. And then you walk down this pathway and that's where you go to meet the photos. All right, so I'm gonna go back past Big Thunder Mountain Railroad right there, and we walk past the Frontierland and take us back into Adventureland. Let's do that. It is a very pretty view of the castle. I still get a little turned around here at Tokyo Disneyland, but I look up, you see the castle, and you're like, okay, there's the center. There's a bear selling tobacco. I can barely stand that. Okay, look, there's Woody walking along. Woody! All right, I'm gonna keep walking from Frontierland now into Adventureland. They have Swiss Family Harvesting Treehouse. We'll walk right by that. Let's check it out. Transitioning into Adventureland, you see the Painless Dentist, Dr. Eye Teeth, right over there. And we go right over here. There's a popcorn cart right behind me. It's curry flavored popcorn. Like I said, the next video is gonna probably be a man to do all the popcorns. Here we go, got a little, as you see, we're trying to transition. Now it's going to be from that kind of burnt red to this green, crossing into Adventureland. Let's check it all out. This is the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. It's not currently open right now. They're doing some type of renovation on it, but yeah, they have it here. And then right over here, they have the Enchanted Tiki Room, but it's Stitch, and it kind of causes like some commotion in the show and kind of disrupts it. It's very fun though. Now the first thing you'll notice, Adventureland is very big, very wide, because it branches that way, and what's over here is a Polynesian Terrace. Right there where that clock is, that is where you get on for the train. That's right, the train. You hear the engine, the steam. Train does a complete loop around. That's where you gather the train, right there. The Jungle Cruise is right there, straight ahead. And like I said, it's very wide. It's a very wide area. There's the Western River Railroad. That's where you go catch the train. And then right over here, lots of areas. This is the entrance into Adventureland, right out there. That's the main hub. That's Main Street. But I wanted to kind of come out here and then flip a U and turn around and come back so I can show you what the entrance to Adventureland looks like. And see it again, lots of benches. Okay, we're gonna turn around, Adventureland. And this is the entrance into Adventureland. Super cool looking. You got like a little water down there, a little raft. That's the treehouse, waterfall. You gotta move right over here. This might be my favorite land here. I really like it. It's got a good feeling to it. You might notice over my shoulder over here, there's a big long line of people. They're lining up to get into a restaurant for lunchtime. And they serve in this restaurant, they serve chilled noodles, udon noodles, and shrimp noodles as well. Not noodles that are shrimp, but udon noodles are shrimp, and udon noodles with beef. I show that right over there is the Western River. We're gonna turn right over here and just kind of keep walking along. And it's going to kind of enter into a little tiny area like New Orleans Square. And that's the Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise is currently closed right there, but that's the Jungle Cruise entrance. And we are in the Adventureland Bazaar area. Let's keep walking. I need to show this tile work. It says, "Caught a snake. Trust in me." How cool is that? Now right here in Adventureland, they have this, it's called Jungle Carnival. And it's so popular. All these people are waiting in line to get in. And you play it, there's 2 different carnival games. And if you win, you can win this really cool pillow. So we showed that in another video, our first video here. But yeah, it's really fun. Okay, so it's really starting to downpour right now here. Behind me, this is Adventureland. This way is New Orleans Square, and it's tiny. It's like, bam, blink and you miss it. And then it takes us right back into Main Street. So let's go do this. I'll show you. All right, so just left New Orleans Square. Adventureland takes us right into New Orleans Square. That's it. This is New Orleans Square. It's these buildings right here. So there's a little bit area that you walk in the back. I'll show that to you. This is where they have Pirates of the Caribbean. This is the most surreal area to me in all of Tokyo Disneyland, because it feels like you are like at Disneyland. Like you're like, oh my gosh, there's the Blue Bayou restaurant, and right there, Tiana's, little area here, and this is where they have the artists doing all their artwork. And there's the Pirates Treasure area. Looks very similar to the way it is in Disneyland. So cool. And there's Cafe Orleans right over there. All right, so right here, continuing on, these pirate stores are our son Miles' favorite. I mean, he just spent all of his time in here. There's Cafe Orleans. We're just gonna continue right on here. That's the exit to Pirates, and that takes you right into Pirate Shop. And as you can see, it's very wide and very open. And then that is right there, that's like an extension of Main Street, which has a little bit of Pirates flair. So we're gonna walk right over here, and I'll show you how this is kind of all connected. So here's Pirates of the Caribbean. Whoa, you know, there's Pirates of the Caribbean right there. And we're gonna walk right over here. And this right over here to the left, that's the main hub. Do you see those little umbrellas back there? Remember I showed you Mickey and they're standing and waving? It's right there. And this here is a bunch of stores. And remember I told you that Main Street is has cover right here. This is the covering. And if you walk, remember I told you it's like a plus sign? This is the one side. If you walk all the way across, it'll take you into Tomorrowland. And that's all of New Orleans Square. It is teeny, 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 tiny. And now we are gonna get into Main Street. And they have the Great American Waffle Company right over here. And we're just gonna walk right over here, guys. And now we're in a covered area heading into Main Street. This roof has always been amazing because if it rains, people just kind of congregate here and relax. I think they probably do a little more shopping because why wouldn't you? It's really, really unique. I love it. Covered. I love it. And here we are. There's their magic shop. And then right there where that lamppost is, that's the Main Street. Turn left, they'll take you right to the castle. You turn right, they'll take you right out of the park. And then going straight ahead will take us into Tomorrowland. And here we are. I'm going to show you this crosswalk here at Main Street because I think it's just really cool that they do this here at Tokyo. They really optimize their space. Okay, this way, that's the entrance. That's how you walk into the park. Right there is the entrance. That way takes you to Tomorrowland. There's the beautiful castle right up there. And that way takes you into like a little New Orleans Square, then the Adventureland. And we have now covered pretty much all of Tokyo Disney. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Now I'll tell you what you can do. If you do like this video, hit that like button. You guys hit that like button. When you hit the like button, that's like a way to say, good job, Chris, you've done a good job. Way to go. If you're feeling very generous and you really want to make me feel good, hit the subscribe button. When I see our subscriber count go up, that means that people really like the content, they're connected with it, you like what we're doing, and it motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing. So if you're feeling very generous, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You are amazing and important. I'll talk to you later. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye. Oh, next video, Amanda's gonna be doing all the popcorn. Since it's raining, they're bringing all the characters inside, guys. There's Pluto. They're bringing them all inside so people can get photos. Look at this. Oh my gosh. There's Marie. Oh my gosh. I haven't seen her. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's the fairy godmother. Hopefully Kelly's Winnie the Pooh. Eeyore and Tigger. And there's Goofy. What just happened? I spy with my little eye a red umbrella. There they are. You see them walking here, oblivious, having no idea what's going on. There they are, just walking along. Amanda's got her umbrella. She just noticed. This was our full tour video, boom, 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 bow, bow, of Tokyo Disneyland. Da, 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 da. I tried to show you everything. I hope you enjoyed it. Ba, 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 ba. It was fun to do. Yeah.